What's good with you, man? It's your boy Clint Cole with another day of some daily motivation for you. Hey, man, I thank everybody that is supporting the brand, the merch, and everything. Even if you ain't buying nothing, you just like, hey, bro, keep doing what you're doing. It's like, hey, Clint, keep doing what you're doing. Like, that's love, and I thank y'all. I thank y'all so much. Um, and just keep pushing these videos out to different people, please, and thank you, because it's something that I really want to do, and like the vision that I have is it's for me. I feel like for my creation, that vision is for me to push out to everyone out. It's not for me to be fortunate on it or whatever else, but just please, I ask you and I thank you. Just keep doing it, pushing out, whatever. Even if you don't like it and stuff, just please, just out of a genuine heart. But anyways, let's get into it. So let me ask you something. What are you afraid of? And this ain't no like, man, what am I afraid of? Like, no, think about it. Like, what are you really afraid of? What are you really afraid of? Like, cause so many different variables can happen in this life. You could walk outside, boom, get hit by a car. You could be driving, a plane come and crash not even 200 yards from you, and you driving on the road. There's so many different variables about life. Like, you don't really know what can happen. So today, I want to challenge y'all to an exercise. And the only reason I just love being interactive. So it's like, if you're watching this video, grab you a sheet of paper, open up your notes on your phone. You can bounce back and forth. That's why we got technology, whatever. But if you don't, love y'all. No, but y'all really should stay. But anyways, so what do you really want in life? So we have what you are really afraid of, and then right over here, not too far from it, you have what you really want. You have what you really want. In this space in the middle, it's a gap. Wish I had 3 hands. That would be pretty cool. But there's a gap. So how do we fill that gap? How do we fill that gap? We gotta figure out the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario. All right. Just for my example, let's say, PlentyTime. I want to be. Nah. Let's not do that one. Let's not do that one. Okay. Let's say PlentyTime. I had a goal of being the best brand to have hats and stuff. That could just be like a brand thing. I'm thinking about psychology, blah 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 blah. You stick it with me. If that's too hard to remember, then let's just say this. Let's say PlentyTime's a brand, and I want to have the best shoes ever. The best shoes ever. I don't care who came before me. I don't care who coming after me. That's the goal. So the worst case scenario for that, one, would be everybody in the world would hate my shoes. Hate my shoes. They'll just be like, man, I do not want them. Them things are ugly. I don't know why they made these. Ugh. Okay? Another worst case scenario, I got a few people that like them, but nobody buys them. Nobody buys them. Then it's just like, well, dang. I believed in this and nobody wanted them. So write something down. Write down the thing that you really want the most. Write it down. Then put a square around it. Because when you do that and you put that on paper, it's going to make it pop. So write down what you really want in life. That could be 5, 6 different things. But I'm going to just tell y'all, just do 2. Just do 2 things right now. Just to get over that anxiety, that feeling of whatever, like just to feel lighter. You feel me? Just to feel a little bit lighter. So write that down, put a square around it. Boom. So, and underneath what you really want in life, in the square, that's inside the square, underneath that, go ahead and put like one or two things that are worst case scenarios. I'm sorry. Put 1 or 2 things that are worst case scenarios. If you can put 3, the goal is to put as many as you can. So then we can just be like, boop, that's out the way. That's out the way. Because let's say you never knew anything. You was just out the loop. You was out the loop about everything. So you couldn't create a growth mindset. You know, some people, they try to protect you. They tell you this, but like everybody different. Everybody learn different. You know, some people operate on a high level. They ready. When you tell them something, they thinking about solutions. They think about things they can do, or they trying to figure out how they can help out. Some people, they on the other end of the spectrum. They just like, man, I just can't do it. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I don't know why this happened or that happened. You feel me? Like, everybody is different. But you got to talk through that with the person so then they can figure it out. So who do you talk through it with if you feel like you don't have nobody? Yourself. You feel me? You got paper. You got a pencil. You got pens. You got all these resources that you got to use. If you use them, you're going to start to grow and shoot off. All right? I got off track just a little bit. So we back to that. You should be done. If you were just on the video just listening to me blabber, you should be done or just about done. If you still writing, you killing the game, dog. You killing the game. So keep going. All right? So through that, if you have something else, right? If you have something else, and you just like, man, I like this. You know, like, I'm reading all these things, and like, that's the worst thing that could happen. That's the worst thing that can happen. And then go on the next side of the page. You have one side of the page, and then you have another side of the page, and then that cuts off. So one side, you got what you wrote already, and then this next side, you'll do the same thing. Write another thing down that you really, really want. Put a square around it, and then put a list down it. Put a list down it. Okay? So I'm going to just go ahead and just throw some examples out. So if you aren't prepared for nothing in life, let's say you're a high school student, you know, you just like, man, I don't know if I want to go to college because I've been taking care of my family and this and that, and da-da-da-da, they need this, they need that, I got to take care of my brothers, I got to take care of my sisters, I got to do all this stuff, life just crazy, my brain just spinning, like, you just thinking about all this stuff, right? Worst case scenario is what? Your family stay where they are, or they end up worse. But if you're a high schooler and you going to college, that's a better opportunity for you. You just gotta apply it the right way. Same thing. Let's say you leave your family and everything. Worst case scenario, some crazy stuff happen. Crazy stuff, and your whole family, they go to the other side. And you're just like, man, bro, like, I can't do it. Like, I'm out here, I'm trying to support them, and this happened. Things like that. That's the worst thing that can happen. So if you know all these different things, why don't you, at the end of everything, you wrote everything down, right? At the end of all that, you know the worst things that can happen. You know the worst things, the most sad things, the things that frustrate you, the things that'll make you cry, the things that'll make you walk away from people, the things that will keep you away from trying. Just trying. All those things, you wrote them all down. Now, underneath all that, put as big as you can. Underneath all of that, and put just buy in. As big as you can. If you filled up that sheet, y'all own it. Y'all killing it. If you the whole sheet, you filled it up, grab another sheet, put even bigger buy in to what you want, and point arrows to that first paper. So you have that first paper here, you got everything, you filled up the sheet, you just killing it. And you got another sheet over here, right on there, as big as you can, even bigger. Because you thought about all these worst case scenarios. You'll put, let's say, buy in, and then you'll just put an arrow to that paper. And put that on your wall where you can see it. Because when you get discouraged, you're working on something. You could be, you know, a DJ mixing. Worst case scenario, you just keep mixing and nobody ever sees you. and you just tired and you're just like, man, bro, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know. If that's your dream, bro, boom, write that down, boom, put that on the wall, and then keep going, keep going. And every time you need a reference, you have that sheet of paper there. You have it there. You have it there. Last thing I was gonna say, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to think of worst case scenarios for you to grow. Not for nobody else, for you to grow. Think of worst case scenarios for you to grow. Because I'm telling you, bro, you cold. You cold in this world. I'm telling you, sis, you cold in this world. You cold. Just every day. You gotta work hard. Every day. You gotta stay humble. Every day. You gotta smile often. Every day. You gotta learn. Every day. You gotta do something towards what you want. What you want. Because when you get that, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna be up like, let's go, turned up. I just got my first $100,000 check. I just got my first $1 million check. I just got X amount, whatever. I just got it. You're gonna be turned up. But when you write down your worst case scenarios, and you just like, this it? This all I gotta worry about right here? This it? This it? Man, let's go. Let's go. I'm all in on this. Every day you're gonna be on it. Every day you're gonna be on it. And if you're not, remember we had that shit yesterday. Go back to the people that's holding you accountable, yo. The people that's holding you accountable. Because when they hold you accountable and they know what you want, and let's say if it's just somebody that come and kick it with you all the time, let's say if it's your girl or your boyfriend or whatever, and they see that sheet of paper and you tell them and you explain it to them, and they just like, hey man, you say you want this, you need to go get it. You say you want it, and they showing you that support. I ain't gonna say for everybody, but that's what you gotta think of. The people that you wrote down. People that you wrote down that hold you accountable. They heating you up. They on fire for you. They got your back no matter what. They got your back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. You heard me? Like that type of person. Then you ain't got nothing to worry about. Because nobody else matters. You don't know other people. You just want to touch them. My goal, my ultimate goal, and this ain't about me, but my ultimate goal is just to inspire others. That's what I want to do. So if I'm giving my all and I'm showing love to y'all, and everybody just say, man, he this, he that, whoop-de-woo, I don't even care, then hey, that's just not my group of people. That ain't my lane. But don't mean I'm not gonna try to continue to push you. You feel me? I want you to be your best. That's why this activity is game changing. It's game changing. So all I gotta say, if you watched it to the end, grab you some paper, write down what you really, really want in life. What you really, really want. Like, I need this. When I get it, it's gonna be a game changer. I'm changing everybody's life. That thing. Write it down. And underneath, put worst case scenarios. And when you done, put in on that same piece of paper or on another piece of paper, put even bigger. Buy in and point an arrow to that first piece of paper. Hey man, it's your boy Clint Cole. Y'all gotta go. Mr. PlentyTime, love y'all forever. You know. Peace.